Let's start with Windows 11 users first. If you're on Windows 11, chances are that Clipchamp is already installed on your system. Since Microsoft owns Clipchamp now, they've made it a built-in part of Windows 11. So instead of downloading anything, you might just need to find it. To check, go ahead and click on the Start button. In the search bar, type Clipchamp. If you see the app show up in the results, just click it to open it. Simple as that. But if you don't find it, or if you're using Windows 10, don't worry. You can easily download it from the Microsoft Store. To do that, open the Microsoft Store from your Start menu. Once it's open, go to the search box at the top and type Clipchamp. Then hit Enter. Look for the app with the purple clapperboard icon, that's the one. And make sure it says Microsoft Corporation under the app name. That confirms it's the official version from Microsoft. Now, click the Get button. Windows will take care of the download and installation automatically. Just sit back and wait a moment, it usually doesn't take long. Once it's done, you'll see a button to open the app right there in the store. Or, you can go to your Start menu again and search for Clipchamp to open it. When you launch Clipchamp for the first time, it will ask you to sign in. You can sign in using your Microsoft account. If you don't have a Microsoft account, click on the I button above and learn how to create Microsoft account. Or even a Google account if you prefer. It's totally up to you. Signing in lets Clipchamp save your projects online and sync across devices, pretty handy. Once that's done, Clipchamp will open up and you'll be ready to start editing your videos. Let's begin with the layout. On the left side, you'll see the navigation sidebar. At the very top is the Home button. Clicking this always brings you back to the main dashboard. Just below Home, you'll find the Brand Kit section. This is where you can upload your logo, fonts, and brand colors to create consistent branding in your videos. Next, you'll see the Templates section. It contains pre-made video templates for things like YouTube videos, Instagram Reels, slideshows, business promos, and more. Below that is the Settings option. Here, you can adjust preferences such as language, default export quality, and account settings. Further down, you'll find the Add Folder button. This lets you organize your video projects into folders for easier management and access. Now let's move to the main dashboard area in the center of the screen. At the top, you'll see two large buttons. The first says Create a new video. Clicking it opens the Clipchamp editor where you can build your project from scratch. Next to it is Create a video with AI. This smart tool asks you a few quick questions and then automatically generates a draft video for you. It's ideal for fast editing and great for beginners. Just below these, you'll find two additional tools. The first is Record Yourself. This opens your webcam and microphone, letting you record directly into Clipchamp, perfect for intros, tutorials, or presentations. Next to that is Text-to-Speech. This tool lets you type out your script and convert it into an AI-generated voiceover using a variety of natural-sounding voices. Now let's scroll down a bit. You'll come to a section titled Get Inspired with a Template. This features a variety of curated templates for different video styles and goals, including vlogs, promo videos, and personal projects. You can click on any of these templates to start editing immediately with a ready-made design. Below that is the Recent Projects section. This area shows thumbnails of your latest video projects. You can click on any project to open it and hover to see options like Rename, Duplicate, or Delete. Here's something useful as you scroll down the dashboard. A floating Create Video button appears in the top right corner of your screen. This button stays visible, so you can start a new video project from anywhere on the page without needing to scroll back up. Also, when you reach the bottom of the dashboard, there's a Create button there too. This gives you another quick way to start a new video, even after browsing through your projects or templates. Now let's move back to the left side of the screen, right at the bottom of the sidebar. You'll notice a section called OneDrive Preview. This is where videos created or saved directly from Microsoft OneDrive appear. If you've imported content from OneDrive or started a video from OneDrive's interface, it will show up in this preview list. It's a great feature for users who rely on cloud storage and want seamless integration with Clipchamp. Finally, take a look at the top right corner of the interface. You'll find the search bar, where you can quickly locate templates, stock footage, or past projects. Next is the profile icon, where you can view your account info, manage your subscription, or log out. You'll also see a help icon, marked with a question mark. Click this to get tutorials, help articles, or contact support. Beside that is the notification bell, showing updates, product tips, or alerts from Clipchamp. If you're using the free plan, you may also see an upgrade button for accessing premium features. And that wraps up the complete tour of the Clipchamp home screen interface. Let's start from the left side of the screen. This is where you'll find your main tools for building your video. The first section is where all your imported files are stored. Any videos, images, or audio you bring into the project will appear here. Right below that is a section where you can record your voice or video directly using your microphone or webcam. You can do this without leaving the editor. Then there's access to Clipchamp's stock library. This includes free and premium videos, sound effects, and music tracks you can use in your projects. You'll also see a section for templates. These are pre-designed video layouts that help you get started faster, especially if you're not sure how to begin. You can also add text to your video by selecting from different styles and fonts. These can be used for titles, subtitles, or captions. There's a section for transitions, where you can add smooth visual changes between your clips like fades or slides. And if you're working with a brand, there's a space to store and apply your brand elements, such as your logo, colors, and custom fonts. Now let's move to the top center of the screen. This is where your video plays while you edit. You can preview each change here as you work. You can resize or crop the video by dragging the white handles around the clip. Above the preview area, there's a toolbar with common tools like rotate, crop, flip, and fill the screen. On the right side of this bar, you can change your project's aspect ratio, for example, widescreen or vertical video. There's usually an icon that shows your cloud backup status, letting you know if your media is synced and saved online. And when your video is ready, the export button is right here too. Clicking this starts the rendering and download process. Now on the right side of the screen, you'll find tools that change depending on what you've selected. If you click on a video clip, the panel shows options related to that clip. At the top, you'll see the name of the clip. You can adjust its volume or mute it completely. You can detach the audio, which lets you move or edit the sound separately from the video. There's also a feature to add captions or subtitles. You'll find several tools for editing audio, like applying a fade in or fade out. There are visual filters you can apply to change the mood or style of the video. You can add effects to give your clips more impact. There are color adjustment tools to fine-tune brightness, contrast, and other visual elements. And you can change the speed of the clip, either slow it down or speed it up. Now let's look at the bottom of the screen, the timeline. This is where you arrange and edit your video and audio clips. The video track is shown in blue. This is where your visual content lives. You can cut, split, and move clips here. The green bar underneath is the audio track. This holds background music or voiceovers and can be edited separately. In the middle, there's a vertical line called the playhead. It moves as you preview your video and shows your current position in the timeline. You'll use this area the most while editing, since this is where your full project comes together. On the home screen of Clipchamp, click on the big button, Create a new video. It should open the Clipchamp main video editing area. The interface has already been explained in previous videos. You may click the I button to view those videos. Now, to import media into the editor area, we have some options. Click on the Import Media button and click on the arrow beside it to see all the options. The first option is Browse Files. This one is used when the video or audio file is stored locally somewhere on the computer drive. The second option is used when you want to use some data from Content Library. The third option we will cover in much more details in coming videos. This option is used to create audio from the text file. It transcribes it with multiple voices available. You can import media file to the Clipchamp from cloud service like OneDrive, Google Drive, Dropbox, and Spox. There is a complete playlist on how to use OneDrive. Also, there are 3 complete videos available on the topic of Dropbox. You may watch it from the links given in the description. Okay, so you can connect to each account and import media from these cloud storages. Let us first import a video file which is located on the desktop of this computer. Click on Import Media button on the top left side. Locate the file and click on Open. If the file size is larger, it might take some time. Once it is complete, the file will be visible in Media section. To work on this video file, click on the file and drag it down to track just below the big preview section. The file length is shown, which in this case is 2 minutes and 39 seconds. When the playhead is moved, the preview can be seen in that particular section. Now let us import an audio file. Again, click on the Import Media. Locate the file and click on Open. Once the file is brought, click on it and drag it down. You can see other tracks above and below the video track. Drag it to the audio track, which down the video track, and leave it there. You can see the length of both traces. Click on the play button, and the video will be played, and also the sound can be heard. First, open Clipchamp and click on Create a new video. Once you're inside the editor, make sure your video clip is imported. If it's not already in your timeline, then click on Import Media. Locate the file, in our case the file name is Mounting ISO. And click Open. Drag the clip from the Your Media section onto the timeline at the bottom of the screen. Now let's talk about trimming. Trimming means cutting a portion from the beginning or end of your video. First, mark the point up to where you will trim the video with the help of playhead. Place the head on the point. Now, simply move your mouse to the edge of the clip on the timeline. You'll see a white bracket appear. Note the video length before trimming. It is 1 minute and 22 seconds long video clip. Click and drag it inward from the left side to trim the beginning of the video. Or drag it inward from the right side to trim the end. You'll notice the video shortens in real time, and the preview updates instantly. This is perfect for removing extra silence or unwanted footage. If you make a mistake or trim too much, don't worry, just drag the edge back out to restore the trimmed part. Drag the whole clip to the beginning of the track, and now you see the video length at 1 minute and 17 seconds, which means 5 seconds at the start are trimmed. Similar process can be repeated if you want to trim the end of the video. Mark the point and place the cursor at the end. When its shape changes to white brace, move it slow to the point to trim the video part. While trimming the end, you can see live that video is becoming short. Now let's move on to splitting. Splitting is used when you want to cut the video in the middle, for example to remove a section, insert a transition, or rearrange parts of your clip. To split, start by selecting the clip on the timeline. Then move the playhead, that's the vertical white line, to the exact point where you want to split the clip. You can play the video and pause at the moment you want to split, or drag the playhead manually. Once the playhead is in position, click the split button from the toolbar just above the timeline. It looks like a pair of scissors, or the keyboard shortcut is pressing S key. Now your clip is divided into two parts. You can click on either half to delete it, move it, or edit it separately. If you want to split a clip into multiple pieces, repeat the process, move the playhead to a new point and click split again. This is especially useful when you want to cut out a section in the middle of the video. After splitting, just click on the unwanted section and press delete on your keyboard or use the trash icon. You can then close the gap by dragging the remaining clips together. Want to be even more precise? Zoom in on the timeline using the plus symbol button in the lower right corner. Or the keyboard shortcut is Control key and plus key together. For zooming out, use Control plus minus key. This gives you more control over exactly where you trim or split. Let us import 3 clips. In our case it is clip 1, clip 2, and clip 3. Put them on timeline. Once we play the track, you might have noticed that when one clip just ends and the next one begins, very suddenly, it can feel a bit rough or abrupt. That's where transitions come in. Transitions are visual effects that help blend one clip into the next more smoothly. Let's walk through how to do it. To start, make sure you have at least 2 different video clips sitting next to each other on the timeline. Transitions only work between clips, not before or after them. Also, there shouldn't be any gaps between the clips. If there's an empty space, the transition won't apply, so always make sure your clips are touching. There are 2 simple ways to add transitions in Clipchamp. The first way is by using the Transitions tab on the left-hand side of the screen. Click that, and you'll see a panel open up showing all the available transition effects. You can scroll through and preview them. When you find one you like, just drag and drop it right between the 2 clips on your timeline. That's it, your transition is now in place. One quick thing to keep in mind, if you split a single clip into 2 parts and try to place a transition between them, Clipchamp may not allow it. That's because the software still sees it as one continuous piece of footage. To test this, try splitting a clip and then dragging a transition between the sections. You'll notice it won't apply. Now, the second way to add transitions is actually my favorite, and it's a bit quicker too. Just hover your mouse between 2 clips on the timeline. If you're zoomed in enough, you'll see a small Add Transition button appear right in between them. If you don't see it, try zooming in a little using the plus symbol button in the lower right corner of the timeline. Once that button appears, click it. A list of transitions will pop up on the right side of your screen. Just click on the one you want, and Clipchamp will apply it instantly. From here, you can also adjust how long the transition lasts. By default, they're pretty short, but you can make them longer if you want a more dramatic effect. As you adjust the duration, a highlight will appear on both clips, showing how much of each is being blended into the transition. You can fine-tune this anytime by clicking on the transition itself and dragging the ends. And if you ever want to remove a transition, just right-click on it and choose Delete. Now, let's also talk about fades, which are a little different from transitions. Fades are perfect for gently starting or ending a video. To add a fade, click on the clip you want to fade in or out. Then head over to the top right corner of the screen and click on the fade button. You'll be able to set the fade duration up to 2 seconds for either the beginning, the end, or both. This works especially well on the final clip in your project, so it doesn't just cut off at the end. Clipchamp comes with a built-in library of music and sound effects that you can use to enhance your videos. Some of these audio clips are completely free to use, while others are reserved for premium subscribers. To add music, click on Content Library from the left-hand side. Then click on Music category. There are so many subcategories like calm, happy, sad, and hip-hop, and more. You can preview any clip by simply pressing the play button, and if you want to browse more options within a category, just click See More. Number of items in the category is written. For example, in Happy category there are 63 items. To apply a track, select a category. If you want to hear the clip, click on Play button. Now, a quick tip: if an audio track is labeled as premium, you'll see a little gold diamond icon above its play button. This means you can preview it, but you won't be able to use it in your video unless you have a paid Clipchamp subscription. Once you find an audio clip you like, and it's either free or included in your plan, just click the Add to Timeline or plus button next to it. That clip will be placed onto your timeline automatically. You can also drag it to the timeline. Most of the time, you'll need to manually position your audio clip so that it lines up perfectly with the video. Just drag it underneath the video layer in the timeline. Don't worry, this audio won't replace your original video sound. It simply plays along with it. Now here's something important to note: sometimes the music clip you choose won't be long enough to cover your entire video. If that happens, you've got a few options. You can either shorten your video by trimming out some parts, or you can add another music clip to follow it. You can even repeat the same clip by right-clicking on it in the timeline and choosing Duplicate or Copy. This is a great way to loop background music seamlessly. What if you want to use your own music or a voiceover you've recorded? That's easy. Just go to your media section and import your MP3 file or voice recording the same way you would import a video. You can also go to Record and Create to record something live, whether it's a voiceover, narration, or even your own background audio. Now let's talk about volume control, which is a key part of producing a professional sounding video. If you've added different clips that vary in loudness, for example, a quiet voiceover followed by a loud music track, your viewers might end up constantly adjusting their volume. To prevent that, try to maintain a consistent audio level across all clips, unless you're intentionally emphasizing something. You also want to make sure that your background music or effects don't overpower your spoken audio, or vice versa. This is why it's crucial to preview your video with all audio elements in place before exporting. To adjust the volume of any clip, just click to select it, then go to the audio button at the top right of the screen. You'll see a volume slider where you can drag from 0% to 100%. Whether you want to add titles, highlight moments, or just bring your content to life with fun visuals, I'll walk you through the process step by step. Let's get started. Let's begin with adding text to your video. To add text, go to the left-hand side of Clipchamp and select the text option. You'll see a variety of text styles, from clean and simple to animated and decorative. Choose one that matches your video style. In my case, I'm picking a style that is creator. Drag the selected text style directly onto your timeline or click the plus icon. Click on the text block to activate the editing panel. From here, you can change the actual text, select a different font, adjust the size, and even change the color to suit your video. Now, go back to the preview window. You can click and drag the text box to reposition it anywhere on the screen. If you want to make it bigger or smaller, just drag the corners to resize it. You can also control when the text appears in the video by moving the block left or right along the timeline. If you want the text to stay on screen longer, drag the edges of the block to make it longer. To shorten its duration, just shrink the block. Now let's move on to adding graphics. Clipchamp offers a built-in collection of graphics, which you can find in the graphics section on the left panel. There are a variety of options available. Some are simple static images, while others are animated like GIFs and stickers. On the left, choose Content Library. There are many categories of graphics. In this video, I am selecting Clipchamp Selects. Then Annotations. And select this arrow. To add it, just drag the graphic you want onto the timeline or click the plus icon. As with any element, you can control when it appears and for how long by adjusting its position and size on the timeline. Once you've finished placing your text and graphics, hit the play button to preview your video. Make sure everything looks good and the timing flows naturally. When you're happy with the result, export your video and you're ready to share it. Once you're in, click on Create a new video to start a new project. Then, click on the plus button or Import Media to upload the video you want to edit. Once your clip is uploaded, drag it onto the timeline at the bottom of the screen. First, let us play and listen this clip to check the current speed, duration, and voice pitch. Hello everyone, welcome to the full course online. In this, the total duration of the clip is 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Now select the video clip in the timeline. You'll notice that it gets highlighted, and a menu appears on the right side of your screen. On the right panel, the very last option is Speed. Click on the option. This will bring up a slider you can use to adjust how fast or slow the video plays. If you want to slow the video down, drag the slider to the left. The more you drag it left, the slower it becomes. This is perfect for slow motion effects or making a scene feel more dramatic. If you want to speed it up, drag the slider to the right. You can go up to 16 times the normal speed, which is ideal for making time-lapse sequences or skipping through long sections quickly. Let us increase the speed of the clip to 4x. Now play the clip. You can manage AC online and secure your accounts. You can trace the location, see where they are, and get notifications about that. The app is available for both iPhone and We cannot understand even a word, and the duration of the clip has decreased to 1 minute and 23 seconds. Let us slow it down. Move the slider to the left this time, and select 1.5. As we slowed the speed, the duration of the clip has increased. Now let us play it again. Child's time on a mobile phone. You can limit their screen time. You can manage a child's apps on their phone. And this time it is a bit acceptable. After adjusting the speed, press play to preview how it looks. If it doesn't feel quite right, just move the slider again until you get the perfect pace. Keep in mind that changing the speed also changes the duration of the clip. Slower clips will take more time on the timeline, and faster clips will be shorter. Now, if your video has sound, speeding it up or slowing it down will also affect how the audio sounds. Sometimes it becomes too high-pitched or distorted. If that happens, then you have two options. One is to mute the volume by clicking the volume option and sliding it down to 0. Or, you can detach the audio and replace it with background music or a voiceover that fits the new speed. For that, select the clip and click on Audio from the right bar. and then click Detach Audio. And in the media section you can see the audio is separated from the video. Now increasing or decreasing the speed of video will not affect the audio. Once you're happy with how it looks and sounds, it's time to export your video. Click the Export button at the top right corner of the screen. Choose your desired resolution. 1080p is usually the best quality. And then hit Export. Clipchamp will process your video, and once it's done, it will automatically download to your computer. Start by opening your Clipchamp application. Create a new video. And import the video which you want to have subtitles or caption. You can either create a new one or continue editing an existing project. Once your video is open and visible in the timeline, make sure the video you want to caption is properly placed and has audible speech in it. Let us play it, so that we can hear the sound, which should be clear. Hello, welcome everyone to Full Course Online. In today's video, we are going to create a Gmail account in PC. Next, move your attention to the top right corner of the Clipchamp interface. This is where you'll find the Captions feature. Click on it to open the Captions menu. If this first time, then it will suggest you to generate captions with AI. Click on Try Now. A small window will pop up asking you to choose your preferred language. This should match the language spoken in your video. For example, if your video is in English, select English from the list. Clipchamp supports multiple languages, but choosing the correct one is important to ensure accurate transcription. Below the language selection, you'll also see an optional checkbox that allows you to filter out profanity. If your video contains any strong language and you prefer to keep your captions clean, you can check this box. This setting automatically replaces offensive words with asterisks or blank spaces. And then click Transcribe Media. At this point, Clipchamp will begin analyzing the voice audio in your video. Depending on the length of your video and how much speech it contains, this may take a little time. You'll see a loading or progress indicator on the screen as Clipchamp processes the audio. Once it's done, you'll see the generated captions appear on the right-hand side of the screen. Each caption will be listed along with a timestamp showing when that particular line of text will appear in the video. Now you can preview your video and watch the captions in real time as it plays. This is a great way to quickly review the results and check for any errors or misheard words. If you notice something that doesn't look right, you can easily edit it. Just click on the caption text, make the correction, and it will update immediately. Now let us see the options. The first option is to turn off the captions, later on if you don't want the captions. The next option is used if you want to download the SRT file for subtitles. Once you're satisfied with your captions, the captions will remain synced and will be included when you export your final video file. Now once Clipchamp opens, you actually have two different ways to get to the screen recording tool. The first way is that you'll see a big purplish thumbnail on the home screen that says Record Yourself. You will see a small button labeled as Try It. Click that, and it immediately takes you to a recording window where you can choose what type of recording you want, including screen recording. The second way is click on Create a New Video to start a fresh editing project. Once the editor opens, look at the left-hand sidebar. Click on the tab that says Record and Create. And from the list of options, choose Screen Recording. Both methods get you to the same place, so choose whatever feels more comfortable. The screen is self-explanatory. It suggests you that if you want to start recording, hit the big red button. It also tells what can be recorded. At the very bottom it says that recording is limited to 30 minutes. If you're doing very long recordings, Clipchamp recommends recording in shorter segments to avoid data loss. Check the drop-down at the bottom to select the right microphone, especially if you have an external mic plugged in. It's always a good idea to speak a few test words to confirm the mic is working properly. The other option is Speaker Coach. Speaker Coach is a real-time AI-powered assistant that gives you feedback on how you're speaking during a recording session, kind of like a personal communication trainer. But according to Microsoft, this feature will be retired on August 2025. After selecting the correct options, click on the red button to start recording. A new window pops up and asks about what area to be recorded. One is a specific window, and the other option is if you want to record the entire screen. You may also want to turn on the system audio. In our case, we want to record the entire screen, so click on the entire screen option, and then click on Share button. When you think the recording is complete, click on Stop Share. Also worth noting, the screen recording tool is 100% free. There's no watermark, and you don't need a paid subscription to use it. The only time you'll run into restrictions is if you use premium stock footage. The screen recording itself is totally free. And now your recording will open in Clipchamp, with two options given. The first option is used if you want to retake the recording. The second one to save the recording and edit it in the Clipchamp video editor. We are selecting the second option to remove certain unwanted parts. Click on Save and Edit, and the recorded video will be available in Media section. With the help of Playhead, browse the video. Mark the unwanted areas and split it. If you want to know how to trim and split the media, there's another video. The link is given above and at the end of this video. Watch that to learn it in details. Right now, when editing finished, you may export the video in desired resolution. First, open Clipchamp and click on the button that says Create a Video with AI. The first thing you'll need to do is give your video a title. Just type it into the text box. In our case, I am typing Rabbit and Chicks, or whatever your video is about. Next, it's time to upload your media. Click on Add to Media or simply drag and drop your files into the window. Once you've selected your images or video clips, click Open. After your media is fully uploaded, go ahead and click on Get Started. Now comes the fun part: choosing a video style. This helps the AI understand the look and feel you want for your video. You can let Clipchamp decide by clicking Choose for Me, or you can personalize it by giving a thumbs up to the styles you like and thumbs down to the ones you don't. Once you're done, click Next. After that, you'll be asked to select the aspect ratio, either landscape or portrait, depending on where you plan to share the video. Then, choose your video length. Clipchamp will suggest the ideal duration based on your media, but you can pick a different option if you prefer. Once selected, a preview of your video will be generated. Just hit the play button to watch it and make sure it matches your vision. When you're ready, click Next. Now the AI will automatically pick background music and a font style for your video. Just a heads up, fonts may not appear if no text is applied to your video style. If you'd like to change the music, click on the Music button. Browse through the track list and use the Preview button to listen. When you find one you like, select it to apply it. Not a fan of music in your video? No problem, there's a no music option too. If the video is using font, then you can change that too. In our case, font is not used. When you're done, hit the back arrow to return to the main screen. Next, it's time to preview your video again. Just click the play button and see how everything looks. If you're not satisfied with the result, no worries, you can click Create a New Version. The AI will rebuild your video using the same media but with a different arrangement or look. You can do this as many times as you like until you're completely happy with how your video turns out. Once you're ready, click Export. Clipchamp will process your video and save it directly to your device. But wait, if you want to make more advanced edits like adding text, effects, stickers, or transitions, Clipchamp gives you that option too. Click Edit in Timeline and you'll go directly into the main Clipchamp editor for further customization. If you don't want to use your own voice in a video or you just want to try something new, Clipchamp's built-in text-to-speech feature is a great tool. You can turn any text into realistic voiceovers using AI-generated voices in different languages and tones. To begin, open Clipchamp on your computer. From the dashboard, click on Create a New Video to open the editor. Once you're inside the editor, look at the left side toolbar and click on the Record and Create tab. In that list, you'll see the option called Text-to-Speech. Click it to open the VoiceOver tool. On the right side of the screen, you will see Text-to-Speech. Click on that. Now, the first box is about choosing the language. Clipchamp supports dozens of languages. There is a long list of languages. After selecting your language, move to the next box. Now you have to select a voice. Each language comes with a variety of voices, both male and female, and with different accents and tones like cheerful, calm, dramatic, and angry. Select a voice, and if you want to hear it, click on the play button next to hear this voice.
Choose from a variety of voices to help you create a story worth sharing.
If you like it, go on, otherwise search for voices again, and select one of your choice.
Choose from a variety of voices to help you create a story worth sharing.
After selection, go to the next item. Click on the down arrow next to Advance. The first box is to select emotion type for the voice you have selected. For every voice, the emotions are different. In our case for Andrew, there are 2 options available, but some voices, emotions are not available. The next is pitch. You can change voice from low to extra high. Let us see. So for example, I am selecting low pitch. The next is pace of voice. It ranges from 0.5 to 2x. Changing the value of pitch will change the sound, but the pace will only change the speed. Now hear the main area for enter the text, which you want to convert to audio. Let me pass some sentences from the same video script. Now if you want to hear the preview, you have to save it first. So, click on Save button just below the text box. After correcting mistakes, or if you want to change other attributes, you have to save it again. Let me make some corrections and change the voice pace a little bit. Save it and preview the voice. Now it is ready. It is already added to the timeline, where you can synchronize it with your video. You can split it, move it. Let us see. There is one thing you should note, that there is text limit. If you exceed that limit, you have to delete some characters. Let us copy some long text from Wikipedia. Let me paste it now. And you can see the character limit is 8,400 characters. Let me delete some text. And now it is okay. Click on Save. You cannot export the voice alone, but if you need it, you can export it as video file. Later on, separate it from video. And that's it. Thank you, and if you like the video, subscribe for more coming tutorials.